Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee and I'm here with Mandii Vee.
Sup?
And today we're gonna be getting a little bit nostalgic up in here. And I'm very excited for
I
this.
love that word, nostalgia. Well, because it makes you think of like a time where things were so much easier. Things were so much simpler, you know?
That just got so deep.
Well, doesn't it though? Nostalgia.
Yeah, but that's why I wanted you here for this video because there's no one better to do it with than your sibling.
I'm so glad there's like a word for that feeling.
Nostalgia. So today we're gonna be reacting to pictures that we relate to when we were growing up, and Mandii and I grew up in the 90s, so I don't know if everyone watching will be able to relate to these pictures like we will, but I'm sure if you were born in the early 2000s, these pictures would still mean something to you, and maybe like you still have these things in your house even though you were born like, let's say 10 years ago, for example. I was in grade 8 10 years ago.
No, I don't think so. It's been 6 years for me since high school ended. So no, 10 years ago you were not in grade 8.
It's so crazy.
She's way older than she thinks she is at this point.
I'm gonna be 30 soon, okay?
No.
In 5 years?
Oh my gosh. You're more than halfway to 40.
All right, we can stop there. Anyways, I'm sure a lot of the pictures you're about to see you completely forgot about until now. Because even me researching, I was like, no way. Like that was just gone from my memory. Anyway, so we're gonna go through and we're gonna kind of like give our reaction, and if we have any stories behind these pictures, then
okay,
we'll give those as well. And if you guys remember any of this stuff, please comment it down below. The first one is the Easy Bake Oven.
Okay, I feel like I always wanted this, but we never got it.
No, we had it for a bit, but I think we borrowed it from a friend. I don't think it was ever ours.
I don't think it was ever in my hands, ever. I think it was literally you hid it from me or something. And I always wanted it because I'd always see it, but then looking at it now, like that looks like plastic. Like the food.
It's so sketchy.
The food looks really fake, and like what the heck is it made out of?
That's true, because you couldn't cook any other ingredients in here. You had to use the Easy Bake Oven powders, right?
Oh, really?
Because how hot could it really get? It's a kid's toy, so they must have to use things that would heat up easily. I remember it tasting very plasticky.
How is there a cake there? How?
What do you mean, how is there a cake?
How is a 5-year-old supposed to know how to make a cake?
Well, you have the help of a parent.
I don't know. I remember always wanting it, but never getting it. Now looking at it, happy that I didn't.
Next thing,
oh,
Chef Boyardee
so
beef ravioli. I'm surprised you say it's good because like you're a vegetarian now.
I know.
The regret.
Well, it doesn't change the fact that it tastes good. A lot of bad things for you taste good.
I mean, was it even real?
No. No.
It does say no preservatives.
Anything in a can is not good because it has to have preservatives to be in a can.
This doesn't have preservatives.
Okay.
It says no.
Okay. Anything in a can has preservatives, because how is food supposed to last in a can then?
It's airtight.
No.
Those were good though.
They were delicious.
Do you know what's so sad though? I think it was like a year ago, I went to the store and I bought this because I was like, you know what? Like I want to see if it's still good. It was so bad. What you like as a kid, like your taste buds change as you get older, and you learn to know that this tastes so cheap and like.
That's true.
Next. These things. Do you remember these?
I never liked those.
I was a pro at making these. I could make the lizard. I could make anything. Remember at grandma's house?
Yes.
I'd make them and she'd be so proud of me.
Yeah, I do remember that.
They're like, wow, how did you do that? I'd be like, it's a secret.
I remember like making like the plastic braids, the thick plastic braid things with like the neon colors.
Wasn't it called GIMP or something?
I don't remember. But I remember like if you were cool, you knew how to do it.
Yeah, and they were always on like your keys, even though as a kid you didn't have keys, but it'd just be a keychain with nothing on it.
Yeah, literally. Your house key.
If that. Okay. These things are more of an early 2000.
I loved those. And those were going on still when I was in grade 9. And we would like trade like among people and...
Okay, that's gross though. Kids are sticky.
Well, that picture's gross. But I remember like that being really cool, and yes, I completely forgot about it.
I never had them, but I know people wore them and I know you wore them.
Yeah.
What's this called?
Oh my god.
It's one of those like kid flashlights. Instead of just white, it was like green, blue, and red, I think.
I remember those and I loved them.
Yeah, they weren't very bright though.
I used to like put it in front of my face and I'd like trip out to like when I was a kid, I used to like trip out to like the colors. Yeah, because it had like strange colors, like, you know, like nothing that you would normally. I was a weird kid. Do you have the life-size ballerina dolls in this?
No!
Because that gives me nightmares to this day.
Let me see if I can find it.
You could dance with him
Oh my gosh.
That's so creepy. They had these straps on their feet that
Yeah.
you could tie around your feet and your arms so you could dance with it.
Yeah.
But it was like our height. And like over time they got all gross. Oh my gosh. Ew.
And the hair was falling out.
Ew.
Because we both did ballet, so our mom was like, hey, let's give them this weird doll. They'll love it. No. Skip it.
Oh, skip it.
Those were fun but dangerous.
I had to skip it.
Well, we both did.
I didn't know you had one.
I did have one.
I had one.
I used to bring them to school.
Yeah, same.
But then kids started like hitting each other with them, and I think they were like banned. They get in fights and like swing them like a cowboy, and they'd be like, and, like the teachers would like,
Oh my
kids would crack their head open.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they're dangerous. Remember our cousin Megan like tripped over it and like scraped her whole entire leg? It's dangerous, be careful. Same thing with those wheelies that everyone used to love. We never were allowed wheelies, but like they were expensive and kids would just like wheel around the hallway and stuff. They just
Don't you
zoom
remember
by
that
you.
they banned that in school though?
Cause all they would do was like go up and down the halls.
And like kids would like think they were so cool with their hands in their pockets and they just have like the 1 foot forward.
you'd be like trying to get to your class and your
Whatever.
books and they'd be like, bye. Okay, these
Oh my gosh.
sit down scooters.
I hated them.
I feel like every gym had these.
Yeah, I hated them because you had to put your fingers around the handles and if somebody pushed you over or whatever, like your knuckles are cracking on the floor.
Yeah.
I hated them.
And because kids like bump into you and your hands are right there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
your hands could go over the wheels. Like it's dangerous and I can't believe this was ever even okay.
And like, what's the point? Just walk.
I don't know, I hated them. I think they're dirty, I think they're gross.
They were,
Dangerous.
and everyone's butts were on them and like you
Dangerous.
share them and stuff.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. This thing, did you ever play that where you push the button and the little like loops would go up in the water and they'd like go over
No.
one of the, really?
No.
Waterfall ring toss. You just squeeze the button and the rings would go in the water? No? Wow.
No. Keep in mind, you're way older than me, so.
What? Way? Okay, Miss Young, this thing that every
Yeah.
single, or if you went to camp, okay, everybody in a circle or
I
something.
never enjoyed it. I didn't think it. And the cat and mouse game, do you remember? With
We
this?
run in and out.
Yeah, so somebody would have to be the mouse and go under, and then somebody had to be the cat and go over. Tell me how that's safe.
Wait, what?
Tell me how that's safe. Everybody holds a thing and you all like go like this.
Yeah.
So somebody goes under and you can kind of see the bump. The cat is on top trying to catch the mouse. And this was a game that everybody played at school and like summer camps, and this is dangerous. This is dangerous. I don't think anybody does that anymore though.
I've never
Okay.
seen these around now because like suffocation. Right? Suffocation!
Still said suffocation. I think it's more like trampling the mouse underneath.
Ring pops. If you don't know what this is,
This is
go home.
still a thing. This is still a thing.
I don't know if it is still a thing.
It is.
I haven't seen these in stores
It's
in a
still a
long
thing.
time. You know what would be a good video? Trying nostalgic candy. Because you could, there's still tons out there.
Tons.
Mr.
I
Sketch
loved these.
scented watercolor markers.
I loved these, and I had, you know what?
What?
That's not okay. You're sniffing in all the chemicals. First, I'm like, oh my god, it's so great, and then I'm like,
Wait.
kids are literally sitting there sniffing the bad chemicals from markers.
Yeah, why were they allowed to make scented markers? Because I feel like we had a phase where every marker was like scented, and kids would just be like, Mandy's realizing
That explains
That's why
a
I'm so
lot.
messed up.
That explains a lot.
it says non-toxic. Non-toxic.
How can that be non-toxic?
These.
You had that. I never had the
Eh.
luxury. I never had the luxury of having or owning one of those.
Okay, the luxury. None of these markers worked ever.
I know. And it looks so fancy.
It looks fancy, but it doesn't work.
You had that though.
Every person got this for Christmas.
Except me.
Every person.
I did not get the luxury of having an easy bake oven or this thing.
Like every kid, when you're little, you're like, I want to be an artist, and then like your family
well,
gets you
because
this.
she was very keen on being an artist, and everybody just assumed that I didn't want any of this.
Aww, we shared this.
No, you never shared anything with me.
You're the one who
ever.
probably got these all run out.
Oh, I can't wait for my wedding speech. I can't wait for my wedding speech.
What are you gonna say? Glowing stars. I had these in my, not our last house, the house before. So not our parents' house we
I was
just
gonna
left.
say, who had those on their ceiling.
Me!
Was that you?
Yeah.
I like hardly remember our old house. Like I don't remember the basement whatsoever.
Really?
I don't remember it whatsoever. I remember where it was in the house, but I don't remember a single thing about the basement.
Well, you're in grade 3 when we left. I was in grade 5, so. Heads up, 7 Up! We were just talking about this the other day.
Oh yeah.
But like, I would always cheat. You look under your desk and you see the shoes of the person walking around.
Kids would like smack my head so hard. So you put your head down and then 7 people are picked to tap your head and you have to like put your head down, and if you feel that your head is tapped, you have to put up your hand so nobody else taps your head. When it comes time to put your head up and you were tapped, you have to guess who tapped your head.
But unless you cheated, how would you ever know?
I would like literally be cringing like to get my head tapped.
Gotta wear a helmet. Lunchables!
Lunchables did not look like that. Lunchables are not real food.
I love the pizza ones. We had the pizza ones, we had the cracker ones, we had the hot dog ones.
Ew, the hot dog one was gross.
That was my favorite.
Really?
It was like this little cold like sausage.
Because it's all cold stuff, like cold pizza, cold.
I loved it.
And then if you were lucky and your parents were really nice to you, they'd get you like the big one with like the treat
And the drink.
and the drink.
I only got that like once every 4 months.
Yeah, you had to be really good.
I had to earn it.
You had to earn your big Lunchable.
Next we have book orders. I don't know if this was just a Canadian thing,
I love book orders.
but you got like, I think once a month you got this little catalog of books you can order.
School Scholastics, or is that what
Scholastic, yeah.
Scholastic.
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 Okay. Anyways, like stop. I used to circle the ones that I wanted and I'd give it to Dad, and then Dad would like pick out of the ones that I circled in order. So like I'd be surprised when it came. What? So that he didn't do that for you?
No.
Well, I didn't get a huge artistic thing or an easy bake oven, so
I don't think they ever let me get
why am
books.
I getting emotional? This is the one thing that I got. Looking at the camera right now, it looks like I have like antlers coming out of my head, like perfectly in line.
What do you mean antlers?
It looks like antlers. Do you see? Why are you laughing? You did this on purpose.
What is that? Oh. Because you look like a reindeer.
Yeah, is this Christmas? Like,
I can't unsee it.
yeah, right? Just give me a red nose.
Gel pens. I don't think anyone uses these anymore.
Why is this relevant?
What do you mean, why is this relevant?
Like,
Didn't you have a diary when you were a kid?
what? A diary? Yeah?
Why are you so upset? It was a question. What? Yeah?
What does that have to do with gel pens?
Relax.
Gel pens aren't just for diaries. I know that's what you drew in, but whatever. I'm pretty sure I have a few of yours in the basement.
You have my diary?
Yeah, like for some reason, like in my keepsake box.
Did you read them?
No, I think I read there was one that only had like the first page written in. And at first I thought it was mine. Because I read it to Luke and I'm like, oh my god, it's my diary, like when I was a kid, like let's read it. And then I didn't recognize like what you were saying. It was like, I'm starting like grade 1 today and there's a really cute boy and I hope that he's like in my class again. And like it was something like that.
I definitely wasn't into boys in grade 1.
You were.
I didn't have my first crush until I was in like grade 6. These things
those.
on the wall.
They were the worst. And it was embarrassing when you had to go up and sharpen your pencil
In front of everybody.
in front of the whole class. It was loud. It was like and like literally it never
Yeah, this was loud and sometimes it wouldn't even work.
No, it never worked.
And then you'd like sharpen it and you think it was ready, go to your desk and it would break the second you had to go up again. Anxiety. That's where it started.
Anxiety.
This started my anxiety.
Same.
Okay.
You had this. I
hit
didn't.
clips.
You had this. I did not.
This was like if you want an MP3 but only ever want to listen to one song.
This was before MP3s.
No, I think it was around the same time. It's just these were like, no. Okay. These were like the best. I think I actually had this one. No, I had I'm a Slave for You.
At like 5, okay.
I wasn't 5, I was like 7. Stick-on earrings. Do you remember these?
Oh yeah. And I remember they looked just like that too.
They did. Yeah. Very 80s looking. Especially that girl's ponytail. That's so 80s.
Wow, yeah. Actually, you know what? I've been liking the whole scrunchy ponytail thing.
Same, I just
lately.
ordered some from Forever 21.
Oh, I was literally thinking about going and like buying some.
Yeah, they're expensive though.
They are.
L'Oreal
Oh my
Kids.
gosh. Yeah.
No ouch. Remember those like commercials? L'Oreal.
Oh my gosh, how am I just realizing now that that looks like the mouth of the fish?
Yeah, that's the fish. Are you shook? Why do you think?
I never, ever took that in.
Mandy, why do you think the eye was there the whole time?
Because I figured, oh, it's okay for you to open your... I remember the commercials and then bringing it over their eyes and opening it, and I did that once.
It doesn't hurt.
So bad. It hurts so bad. When mom used to like bathe us or whatever, I remember like doing my hair and like me like putting it over my eyes and her being like, what are you doing? And me being like, it's okay, it won't hurt. Ah! And it like hurting so bad.
L'Oreal!
That was the commercial.
Yeah.
They put it over their face.
They even like squeeze.
No. It's okay.
Word art.
Yeah.
You remember this? Every presentation you did like some cool word art.
Word art. Word art. Word art.
Word art. That's it. That's all I have to say about this. These.
Oh, they never stuck.
No.
They never stuck.
I feel like this was a game your grandparents made you play.
It was so unfair. Because it would hit it, and then it would fall, and then the other person would be like, hey! And then you'd be like, no, but I hit it. It just didn't stick. I don't know anyone else who played that.
I feel like we're letting off steam. Or we're getting out of...
What?
We're getting out of what?
Because we're not out of focus. If that's what you're trying to say.
I have no idea what I was trying to say.
So monotone.
It was so serious. I think we're getting out. I meant to say we're losing steam. Like we were so into it at the beginning, and now that like we're going through pictures faster.
I'm getting sick of this.
Dinosaur eggs.
Ew. The only way that your mom could ever make you eat oatmeal.
I liked these.
I don't like oatmeal.
Ever?
If ever I wanted that, I just wanted to see the dinosaurs come out, and that's it.
You're one of those kids.
Yeah, just like Lucky Charms.
Were you one of those kids who'd bring a bag of them to school and like just sit there and eat out of the bag? Oh, okay.
Mom would never allow me to do that.
Yeah, she never bought us cereal.
Like good cereal, like Fruit Loops and all
We
that.
got Cheerios and that's it. She's like, you can't have sugary cereals.
Cheerios and cornflakes.
Whatever tasted like sawdust,
That was
that's what
us.
we got. Hey,
I love this game.
No, this was so frustrating.
I loved this game and I was good at it too.
No, kids would cheat. They would like stuff their stick into a fish's mouth.
No, I love this game. Do you remember that fish and chips place that Grandma and Grandpa would always take us
And
to,
that was
even though I
there?
hated it?
Yeah.
I don't like fish,
But I
and I
did,
never
so.
liked fish, and she did, so they took us there. But there was that thing there, and I loved it, and I just sat there and played it while everybody else ate their fish and chips, and I just kind of suffered through it.
These.
I loved them, but looking back on what it is and what it looks like, ew.
That's exactly what I said. I tweeted this picture out and I thought they were discontinuing this. Everyone was like, oh, I still eat those. I'm like,
Gross.
they still have them?
Gross.
That cheese?
is
Did you ever just like sit there and chew on
basically
the
plastic.
chew on the red thing? I would just sit
Yeah.
there and chew on
Yeah.
it. And I would like scrape until the cheese was gone.
Yeah.
There's something in kids' foods
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that makes them want to keep eating it because that's disgusting.
Of course there is. Of course there is.
Conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. It's not.
Anyways, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you knew what any of these things were, comment it down below. If we missed anything, comment them down below too. And yeah, head over to Mandy's channel. Her link is down below.
We're gonna make a video.
In the description, we're gonna make a video there. I don't know when it's gonna go up in compared to this one, but just wait. Anyways, though, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you in our next videos. Okay, bye!